I'm Mason with Oak Testosterone here in San Angelo, Texas. We see tons of new patients every week, and one of the most common metabolic dysfunctions that we discuss that really isn't talked about enough isn't testosterone, thyroid, or cholesterol. It's fatty liver, even in people who don't drink a drop of alcohol. In this video, I'm going to break down what fatty liver, now officially called MASH, actually means and why it's showing up more than ever before and how to turn it around before it turns into something serious. We'll talk about what causes it, from insulin resistance and visceral fat to hormone imbalances, and I'll actually show what reverses it, from lifestyle changes and exercise to GLP-1s, testosterone, and hormone optimization. You'll see the exact playbook I use to help patients clear liver fat and feel human again. Because here's the thing, the fat that you can't see is usually the most dangerous. You can look perfectly healthy on the outside and still have a liver that's waving the white flag. This isn't your lab problem, it's a warning sign that your metabolism's been overlooked for years. So you're just told you have a fatty liver. Should you care? Let's talk about a liver problem that's way more common than people realize, fatty liver disease. It's now officially called MASH. And no, not the old TV show. I'm talking about metabolic dysfunction associated steatohepatitis. Big scary name, but let's break it down. Because the fat you can't see is often way more dangerous than the fat you can. About 25 to 30% of the adults in the US have fatty liver. And that's just the ones who have been scanned. So realistically, it's probably much higher. If you've got a body and you live in modern society, odds are your liver's probably seen some stuff. So what is MASH? MASH happens when fat builds up inside of your liver. Early on, you feel fine, maybe a little sluggish, maybe nothing. But over time, inflammation and scarring start. Same end result as alcohol damage, and you don't even need a drop of booze to get there. It's driven by insulin resistance, poor diet, and storing fat in all the wrong places. Not all fat is equal. Subcutaneous fat is the stuff you can pinch on your abdomen and thighs and what we're typically trying to get rid of cosmetically. This is your storage fat. It's annoying, but it's mostly harmless. Visceral fat is the sneaky stuff that's around your organs. So think of it like this. Subcutaneous fat is like stacking too many boxes in your garage. Visceral fat is like hiding junk in your car's engine. You can't see it, but it's ruining the machinery. So why does visceral fat drive MASH or fatty liver? Visceral fat is metabolically active, like the one coworker who never stopped talking. It releases inflammatory signals, increases insulin resistance, and forces your liver to soak up fat like a sponge. And so that's how you end up with fatty liver. It's like pouring bacon grease into your engine oil. Hormones are the body's traffic lights. When they're off, everything gets backed up, including metabolism. Low testosterone, low thyroid function, imbalanced estradiol, all make it harder to burn fat and make it easier to store it, especially in the liver. So when these are optimized, metabolism speeds up, inflammation drops, and the liver finally gets a chance to breathe again. So what do we do about it? Lifestyle first, like always. And the good news is fatty liver is reversible. A 5 to 10% weight loss can drastically reduce liver fat. Exercise, both cardio and resistance training, melts visceral fat faster than subcutaneous fat. And cutting out sugar and refined carbs is like giving your liver a stress-free vacation. Medications and hormones that can help. Overall, lifestyle is key in preventing fatty liver or maintaining the loss once you do lose it. But sometimes you need a royal court to back it up. So let's talk about a few medication options. GLP-1 medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, absolute game changers. They improve insulin resistance, reduce appetite, and specifically target visceral fat. Clinical trials show they reduce liver fat and improve scarring. And so they're basically helping your liver lose weight too. Some peptides have utility. I mean, semaglutide, tirzepatide are peptides, but testosterone is a growth hormone releasing peptide, and it also has utilization in fatty liver. This is a growth hormone releasing hormone analog. Originally is FDA approved for HIV-related fat disorders. It's been shown to reduce visceral fat and improve liver fat in studies. So think of it as turning on your metabolism's youth mode back on without needing the DeLorean. Testosterone optimization. Low testosterone in men and low free testosterone in women increase visceral fat and worsen insulin resistance. By optimizing testosterone, we boost lean muscle mass, improve insulin sensitivity, and lower inflammation. Testosterone acts like a metabolic accelerator, telling your body, hey, stop storing fat in all the wrong places and start using it for fuel. In men with low T, fatty liver risk can drop up to 40 to 50% after optimization. Thyroid also plays a part as well. Thyroid hormones T3 and T4 control how fast your cells use energy. If your thyroid is sluggish, your liver burns less fat and accumulates more of it. Correcting low or suboptimal thyroid levels boosts fat oxidation, improves cholesterol metabolism, and helps clear out fat from the liver. In short, thyroid is your liver's gas pedal. Estradiol. Estradiol isn't just a female hormone. It plays a key role in both men and women for metabolic health. Balanced estradiol supports mitochondrial function, enhances insulin sensitivity, and protects the liver from oxidative stress. Too little and your metabolism slows, too much and fat storage increases. Blocking estradiol completely can actually worsen liver health. The other tools like pioglitazone and vitamin E have some benefit in specific cases, but these are old tools in a new toolbox. Useful, but not as heavy hitting as GLP-1 and hormones are. What's the takeaway? Subcutaneous fat is mainly cosmetic. Visceral fat, metabolic chaos. MASH is serious, but it's treatable. Lifestyle changes are your foundation, hormone balance is your stabilizer, and then medications like GLP-1 or tesamorelin are your accelerators. So if you're worried about fatty liver, remember, it's not the fat you can see that's the problem, it's the fat that your liver's silently hoarding. Get your lifestyle on track, ask your provider about hormone and thyroid testing, and take care of your liver because unlike your abs, your liver doesn't get cheat days. If you're liking this content, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, and be sure to get out there and do something today that your future self will thank you for.